So today we're talking about 3 ways an upcoming move can bring clarity. And the reason is because we are coming up on a move and we're at this, our family is at this really interesting spot right now, which I'll tell you more about. But first things first, if you're new here, welcome. Hey, I'm Keisha Ellingson, and I help people who are feeling homesick and lonely in a new area connect and make their new area feel like home. Okay, because that's what we all want to do is we want to feel like we're here, right? We're welcome where we're at and we're comfortable where we're at. So I help speed that journey up for people. So today our family has reached the 1 year mark of living in the state. So we have lived in Wisconsin for 1 year, and in 1 year, pretty much exact from this day, we'll be moving again. And so it's a very interesting that like 1 year sometimes doesn't feel like that much, right? Like we have begun to establish ourselves in this area and reach out and have friends. And then the thought also of like making this change and leaving what we have here and going to a new area again in a year is hard. And it just got me thinking, and I was like, okay, this situation, when you have an upcoming move, it brings clarity. Okay, so here's three ways that an upcoming move brings clarity. Number one is you understand how much things have value. Okay, usually the act of leaving something or leaving someone, you then see how much value they have. Oftentimes, like if someone passes, you see like, oh my goodness, they're a significant part of my life, right? When before we might have not thought that. That's also what happens with moving. When we move and when we're getting ready to leave those friends that we made, even though sometimes we feel like maybe these friendships aren't that deep, the thought of leaving it and uprooting will actually show us and make it more clear like how much this friendship is important to us, or how this area that has actually become more of a home than we thought it was before. Okay. The second way that an upcoming move can bring clarity is you understand that you can't predict everything. There's no way that we can predict the future of what it's going to look like in a year. Like we don't know, right? But the thing is that we've gotten this far, and you have gotten this far in a world where you can't predict everything, right? And instead of being held back by our fear of, oh my gosh, like I don't know what the future holds, we can look back and say, hey, we've gone this far in life not knowing what the future holds. Like this next move, this next transition, we're going to get through it and we're going to thrive because we can choose to thrive even though we don't know all the things, right? The third way that an upcoming move can bring clarity is it brings clarity for your focus, right? We start focusing on the things that really matter, like our family and our faith and the things that we are taking with us to our next location. And sometimes in life, we get caught up in the busyness of life and how we're running errands and going to wrestling practices and doing all the things, and we're running and we lose our focus. Our focus becomes keeping the ship afloat versus what is really important, like our family and our faith and those things. So when you are coming up on a move, it's really a good thing to change that perspective. Instead of looking at all of the things that this move is taking from you, to start looking at it and say, okay, what is this move doing for me, right? It's bringing clarity to the things that are important. It's presenting us with new opportunities, right? So that perspective switch is super important. And it can actually go for any situation that you're going to, if you're moving or not, but we'll keep it moving focused here. So if you are wanting to talk more about the clarity that comes with moving and things like that, there's a Homesick to Happy Movers group. The link is in the description of this video. And if not, that's totally cool too. But I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. It's warm out here, which is kind of hasn't been the normal. So we are enjoying the day, the sunshine, and yeah, I look forward to chatting with you guys soon. So, talk